Big Blue Nation. What's going on? Your boy Big Blue Steph, 24 hours after this debacle, 28-6 loss to the Minnesota Vikings to start our season off. Again with the loss. I don't know, y'all. I was hoping, today would be a little bit better. You could take some more positives and all we could do for real as a Giants community, as Giants Nation. As we keep looking at how bad things are, and for real, they are that bad. Like, when you really start to break things down, it's like, come on, man, this can't be it. And I remember making a video, I think early this year or late last year, it's like, we can't be this bad. We are this bad. It's trash. The organization is trash. We're set up trashly. It's just trash upon trash upon trash. Like, okay, we go ahead and talk about Daniel Jones for a hot second, but it's beyond Daniel Jones at this point. I mean, the dude is broken, like I said yesterday, man. This dude is straight up broken. Like, he came into the league, had a little bit of excitement. He was highly overdrafted at his position at 6. We got him anyway. We had a little brief, glimmers against some of the worst teams in the league, that he can air it out a little bit. He got some wheels. He can do a little something. He had a little turnover problem. Years 2 and 3, it looks like he, got rid of a lot of those turnover problems. Part of it is probably because they didn't ask him to do too much and they really wanted to be conservative. And I think that's where the brokenness started. After Shermer, after Joe Judge got to him, they just weren't right after that, man. The dude just, as we all can see, slow to read defenses, slow to react. He just ain't got that it factor, like even when he's taking off running, like you can see it's like, should I run? Yeah, might as well, Defense is caught up, it is what it is. He's not pulling the trigger. We had this whole freaking off season. I mean, god dang, y'all. I mean, the Giants got us effed up, for real. This whole off season, the whole game plan, it seems like we're trying to be more aggressive. We're going to take shots down the field. We're going to, utilize Jalen Hyatt, man. We're going to have Malik Neighbors just running all over the field, just getting open, schemed open. Slayton has been who he's been. He's going to be that consistent threat. When things break down, that's a safety blanket. We're hoping Theo Johnson can become Darren Waller light at some point. Man, this dude can't even catch a pass to him. I understand the stuff that was behind him and stuff, but come on, man. It's crazy. It really is crazy, man. So yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones, he's broken, man. I mean, you think about it. You look at it last year when Dayball kept him in that first Dallas game, and just with the third string on line, let him just get battered. He comes back later in the season after his neck injury, and he just looks horribly awful. Like this dude can't pass, can't see the field, can't do nothing. I think that neck injury is more than what they're willing to say. Not trying to make excuses, but this dude throwing stuff into the dirt. He weren't throwing it into the dirt before. He was just throwing it behind. Now he's throwing it behind and in the dirt. So that's, he looks like trash at this point. Sorry to say, seemed like he'd be a good guy, but not for the Giants, not as our quarterback, man. If you want to go into coaching real quick, forfeit some of that cash, yeah. But beyond that, it's not all Daniel Jones. It really isn't. It really wasn't yesterday all Daniel Jones. He just was an easy target for us. Dayball's calling was trash. Our defense, you got Sam Darnold, the same man who was seeing ghosts on that field a couple seasons ago, is now it's like, oh, I can see heaven now. Like, are you serious? It doesn't make any sense. Our defense was not there. Dex did his Dex thing. Burns and Kayvon was superiorly neutralized by their O-line. We got nothing of consequence for real out of them. Our O-line did okay, depending on who you talk to, what you're watching. Some people said they did pretty well. The running game to me didn't seem like it opened up enough holes. Some of the stuff was on Daniel Jones as far as sacks. As we see it, the goal line for this year was a Band-Aid fix to get some consistency, to get some at least average play. And that's what we're going to get. Cool. The Daniel Jones thing, horrible. Dayball's play calling, even worse. Um, I almost feel like Dayball is purposely doing this at this point now, trying to like prove to Mara, Tish, whoever. I know Shane's been out, and I don't know what it is, but it's almost like, all right, this is who Daniel Jones is. This is what Dayball is trying to do. That I could tell. I mean, if you told me that Dayball gave Daniel Jones the green light, yo, be aggressive, throw the ball downfield, and it's not happening, he's not doing it. The check downs, he's hitting them in the dirt, 5-yard outs, flats. It's crazy. So if Dayball's trying to expose Daniel for what he is, and he can finally get his quarterback, cool. But in the meantime, us fans are being beat to shit emotionally. Like, seriously, the Giants need to pay us some money. You know, we should take them to court for real, just because this emotional abuse that we taken from this team for the last 10 plus years is just, it ain't right. It ain't right. And God knows, for those season ticket fans, the people go to the games, man, I'm down here in Maryland, I don't see y'all. I don't go up there but too much. You know, I really haven't wanted to, just because it's been a bad product overall for I don't know how long now, 10 plus years, whatever. It don't even make sense, man. Like, the Giants organization is robbing the fan base blind, and it's like, I understand this is business, but damn, make us feel like we getting some out of it. I mean, you raping us on one end and raping us on the other end, man. Like, prices, parking, blah, I've been up there, man. It ain't nothing nice, you know. All the fees, all the stuff. I mean, you paying for a lot, and you get to the game, you know, some people, they buy merchandise, this and that, and I've even fallen back. I was like, man, this might be the year I get a new jersey again, you know. And I'm just like, outside of Leak, who else would you get? Who else would you even put in faith that, okay, he may be here for another 3 years? Who knows? But this ain't right. This ain't right, Giants fan. This man, this ain't right. This is horrible. This is absolutely garbage, trash, whatever you want to call it. Shane, I'm almost out on Shane. Like, you look at his drafts these last 3 years, it's like, man, like, are you and Dayball still on the same page? Like, when you watch Hard Knocks, it's like, okay, you see Dayball was interested, like, hey, if we could trade up and get blah, 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 would you do it? Dayball's like, hell yeah. And for real, I was looking at Dane Daniels myself as a quarterback. I understand it's been a project of some sort, but I mean, it brought definite excitement. You know, at the very least, man, if he ain't passing with his with his arms, he's running with his legs, man. I mean, you know, you hope that you can coach, you know, patience in the pocket a little bit more. I mean, Lamar Jackson does it a little bit better. But yeah, it's wild to think that for this long we've been this bad, and like, this one game into the season, it's like, I don't even know. I hate to say it, because I know I said about, was it the last year, the Joe Judge area with 22, whatever it was, and how that ended. And it's like, man, I don't think it get any worse. And we get the back-to-back QB sneaks from like the 2-yard line. It's like, why did I ask, can it get worse? Because it actually got worse. But we got 16 more games of this. I mean, I don't know how much of a leash DJ's gonna have. Do we got Drew Lock incoming, you know, in the Cleveland game? That's game 3. Do we get another half out of Daniel? Do we get a quarter out of Daniel? I mean, I know at this point, Dayball's like, yo, if I want to be a coach, I can't keep sticking my professional career on Daniel Jones, because it just ain't gonna happen. Can't happen, won't happen. He's shown it 6+ years now. He's not it. Our offense don't look right. Defense don't look right. Decision makings don't look right. Not having a true punt return on this roster. Like, we had people returning all summer long. McKenzie's release / injury. We keep, it's a flip flop. Oh, so and so's on the practice squad. Oh, nope. He's being called up. Oh, nope. Back down to the practice squad. Oh, nope. He's released. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know, we need a punt return, and we need a decent move. We've seen what it's done. We've seen Adoree get jacked up 2 years ago trying to return punts. We see Slayton fumbling, not catching half the damn him and Sterling back in the day, not actually catching the punt. It's like we're losing yard. It's like, what are y'all doing? Like all that you keep saying, like, we need all three phases to win, and you messing up one of the phases intentionally, not even having a true punt returner on. I see we just signed somebody from Carolina. I'm like, Dayball, Shane, like y'all might need to get out of this Buffalo and Carolina reunion, because right now none of it's really working. Like, you might need to expand your territory, see what's going on, man. At this point, I feel I'm rambling. This is not it, man. This is not it. It's not cool. It's a horrible feeling 1 week into the season to be like, oh, come on now. Like before, we actually used to think it's Halloween was the cutoff time. Like, all right, well, man, at least we got 6, 7, 8 games in. 1 game into the season, we're like, this is over. Terrible. At this point, it's really draft positioning. Does Dayball keep his job? Does Shane keep his job? How soon is Daniel Jones benched? Those are like the 4 things to watch for this season. Oh, and how many touchdowns can we get Malik Neighbors? That's 5 things as a Giants fan you probably are looking for at this point in the season, which is horrible. Anyway, thank you for hearing me vent. As you can see, this is a dark place right now. Couldn't even look at y'all, but for real, thank you for listening. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Go Big Blue.